I think you had a couple questions, maybe, if I'm not
Yeah,
mistaken.
I do. I'm really excited for this. Just to start off with, I was wondering how Middle Kids was like formed and what the initial image for the band was and how that's changed over time.
Well, we formed because I met Tim, who's my husband and bandmate. You know, we were kind of doing our own thing in the Sydney music scene, and we discovered that we were much better together than apart. We were both kind of doing like weird projects that were like too weird by themselves. So when we joined them together, they got a bit more normal. And I think a big part was I wrote this song called Edge of Town. And I think we were like, oh, this is really special. Let's try and like, you know, make something around this in this realm. So we got Harry on board and kind of moved from there. But, you know, it's really interesting in terms of like our image and our vibe. Like it's been something like, you know, we haven't really known anyways. We just feel like three really normal suburban kids, and we kind of are, you know. And so it's like, you know, we've kind of been discovering ourselves more as the band has been going on, which is cool, you know. And I think we just like find our vibe as we go on, and it's kind of changing. And but yeah, it's been cool.
That's awesome. Yeah. How's quarantine affected you writing, whether that's for better or worse?
Well, to be honest, I've had a baby during quarantine. I actually think the cool thing about writing, from my experience, is that I feel like every day you live your life, you're always writing, even when you're not writing, you know. And it's so cool because I never really have this like fear if I haven't written for a few weeks, because I know that as I'm living my life, that's totally creating something, and it's informing my perspective. And I trust that when I am able to have the space, and I do a lot more now, that all that time, none of that time is wasted, even if I don't play a single note, because it's helping me like create my songs and my story. And so once I actually sit down on those instruments and get my voice out, it just draws on that. So, which is, I think, a very liberating thing. And you need to find freedom for creativity, because otherwise it chokes up. But I think it's been a very helpful thing for me when I go through these stretches, when if I don't have the opportunity or I'm not feeling that, you know, musical, that I'm like, I know I'm writing my songs. That's actually what I'm doing, living my life. I just got to sit down eventually and draw them out, and I trust that they'll be there. And sometimes they take longer to find again. I found over the years that it remains true.
I love that. Yeah.
I gave up everything I stacking the chairs. When the world turns on you, I will be there. And I will be there.
Hey, if you like that video, you can see the whole thing at our Patreon page. That's right, just hit the link that you're seeing on the screen right now, and it'll take you there. And you can become a patron today and help us keep launching new artists and bringing left-of-center art and activism to a wider audience. And can't wait to see you soon.